Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway.
I can't get mad because she did fucking jack up 18.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
She went 1 for 8.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the run, fires downfield. Working that left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They make the stop to the 19 after a pickup of 5. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running to the left. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these were two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. 3rd down play from the gun. He fires a bullet to the right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got great speed and good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Oh, he wants it all. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, because this offense doesn't use the fullback too often, it's almost as if the defense forgot about him on that last play. He goes out and catches the ball for a first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Kentucky 7, NC State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Snap it to the back. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Balkinson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good kick.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Kentucky 7, NC State.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The option look. He'll toss it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's stopped. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Going up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Out and get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Oh, I thought you would have done for 15.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a
over.
1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. All tied up and just about set to kick
crash shot, but you better break the backboard.
And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field.
Real good.
Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. This time they'll go to the running game.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense.
can,
Limit
man.
those damage when they run the football.
Niggas
Get
is
them on the
rapping
ground,
outside.
short gains to set your
Come back
defense
later.
for positive situations down the road.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Inside 30 seconds
I don't
to play
know why
in
he
the
thought
half.
he had
We'll see how
touchdown.
aggressive they are on this drive.
Yeah.
Receivers telling the quarterback
I would
what
have
they
done it all,
see.
honestly.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return.
Here we go.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Well, he lands at 3. He told him to
throw it on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I told him.
Okay with that.
I told him that I was
shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half.
You can play
on the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house.
You don't kick me the ball, bro. I'm right there with the return fingers.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone? Taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
So he got the potential to go on.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, and on
He
these
started off
open
Alabama.
passes, timing is so important.
He's
Trying
playing
to
me
snap it
now, and
right
he
as
got
he's getting a
Texas
full
now.
head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult
Yep.
spot.
I mean,
You
that's what we
immediately
want,
have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to...
Well, he didn't want Texas.
And he'll run
But
out
Texas-
of
Texas
bounds,
was already
but
on the schedule,
a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
I mean, I could have took him off.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is
Flying through
made.
the turbulence.
You want to talk about making it easy for an
Cross
offensive
services.
coordinator. You pick up a bunch of
They
yards
got
on
top of
first
the
down,
front.
make that
Yeah,
second
but-
down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. After the run, now to throw.
Damn. See what I'm saying? Like, you nudging me.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Now on the option. Fakes his man
Like a
out.
loaf of bread every time.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Especially when he's like, when you throw it to him in the open field, he's going to fucking hold that bitch like an
It's
open
got to
field.
start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers
Ryan
start to
Williams.
kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They go to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses
starting
to
to
want to
see
keep third downs
spaces
manageable.
and
The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught close to the marker. It's Willingham. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
And that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nothing doing downfield.
Hard
He'll
to
cut his
cut,
losses
blah.
and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
All wideouts, no backs.
Get set, get set.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Oh.
First down here for the offense. He'll set up to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off.
Oh, fuck it.
Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down. He's going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Just steamrolling the defense. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the ground with the back. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Touchdown, NC State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll give it to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Can anyone catch him? And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll try the left side. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Tackled after picking up the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
Good.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
They did that back when I was doing it. It's like, you pick somebody up from a predetermined route and then drop them off at like a hot spot.
First down marker might be in the next county.
Like if it was like you, they'll probably like drop you off over there.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man, it's Balkinson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
At the 34. 4th down coming up.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier,
it's funny too,
but that
because
didn't change their thinking here.
I did it once and I turned that shit off. Niggas be just piling up in your shit, man.
Wide receiver shows motion. This is a designed run. NC State will pick up the first down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand.
So
that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.